It's Week 8 of the National Football League. And this one features Eric Kendricks, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Vikings and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
To check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. They'll look to throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. Cook following the penalty, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching.
We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. Back to throw again. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the...
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. On the move past the 40, still going. Touchdown, Broncos. De'Ami Brown, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was
a 4th down coming up. Decision time now as this would be a long field goal attempt. They'll look to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone.
Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R8. We drop you into the action here, neck and neck, tie game, 3rd quarter, 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be... So now they're going going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And Denver getting set to take the field. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PB. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his tight end. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on fourth down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Broncos,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for